Here are the tests on my 2008 elongated Mansfield Alto. As you can see, I have switched out the handle. This is the one I got it with. It looks like it's about to break, and it's not particularly nice either. And I switched out the seal because this one leaks, and it's not even the original. I can tell because it's got that tab there, and it's all bent and warped. So I just put in a new seal and the original handle, and everything is original now. So, well, except the flush valve seal, but that doesn't matter. So I'm going to give it a flush so you guys can see how it is. As you can see, that is severely water starved. It nearly cuts the flush in half, and I almost feel like it's an injustice to do the tests like this, but it's an original part, so I'll do the tests on the original parts. And I did do some other tests off camera, and this thing can hardly take a thing with this stupid flush valve in it, but I'll just show you guys anyway. Keep in mind this does not represent all of these, and it would do a lot better if the handle was held down, but since I'm going to be doing it how it would normally perform, I will not hold the handle down. So here goes a washcloth. Passed it effortlessly. Did great. Now let's try a bag. With these bags, I did poke holes in it because when it airs up, it can even clog some really good performing vintage toilets, and it isn't really about how much air it can take, it's about how much plastic it can take. So I'm just going to see how it does on a bag that's not aired up. Once the water fills to the line, I'll give it a flush and let's see how it does. I feel like if it hadn't been so water starved, it would have passed that. I'm just going to give it another flush and see how it does. I mean, it didn't pass technically on the first flush, but it did pass on the second, and it passed easily, so I would call that a half pass. If I held the handle down, or if it was on a different flush valve, it would have taken that easily, unlike the round Alto that hard clogged on it. So, yeah, those flush valves really do affect the performance. So I'm just going to test a dish towel now. Once the tank is full, whoops. Sometimes if the dish towel is down in the bottom of the bowl, it will try to take it too fast and then it will clog it, whereas other times if I put it in right before I flush, it will take it. So let's see how it does when the water fills to the water line. I'll just stick this in right now and give it a flush. Yeah, flush was way too short, but I still think it would have clogged even if it wasn't short. Let's see how it does on a second. Not going anywhere. I wish these weren't so slow. So far this is my second one that's really slow, and some of them are really fast, so I don't really know why. But I'm going to let some water into the bowl, and I'm going to put the dirt into it, and then I'll do the dirt test. So here's the dirt. I am about 99% sure that it will not pass this. I'm guessing it has a good enough bowl rinse, but the flush is just so short that this has no chance. This has no chance of taking this. So I really wish that they had just stuck with the original the original flush valves that Mansfield Imperials used, because with these things, yeah, these are just not good. So when the tank is finished filling, I'll see how it does on the dirt, but I really don't have high hopes for this. And once again, I am going to get the towels and stuff out from under it so they don't get all filthy, and I'm going to put a bin under it so I don't mess the patio up again. If you guys have a big patio like this and you do dirt tests, I'd recommend putting something under it so that it does not mess up the patio. But let's see how it does. I'm not going to hold the handle. That did very poorly. I'm a little disappointed in this. And when I put my finger on these, the little bubbles pop. This did very poorly. And if you look in the bin here, it was filled to the same height when I tested my Glacier Bay flapperless, or even higher, which means this uses 1 gallon to 1.28 gallons, and that is not the intended usage of this toilet. So that is not really very fair for these. This flush valve really is nasty. I don't like these at all. But I'm gonna give it another flush. It's not enough dirt to really mess up the patio anymore, so I'm just gonna hold the handle down and see if it takes the rest. So that is how a Mansfield Alto is supposed to flush. It did leave a good bit around the edges. I'm pretty disappointed in this. I honestly think it could have done better. So yeah, that's not very impressive. But this is pretty good considering just a builder grade toilet. If you hold the handle down or replace the flush valve, it'll be perfectly fine and it'll perform pretty well. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.